So welcome to this press conference after the match. We have Arnar Gunnlaugs, head coach of Víkingur, and Anthony Limbrick, head coach of New Saints. We'll just start by asking one question at a time, so we can just start.
Let's just start with the coach of the home team, Arnar. What's your first reaction at the game?
Really pleased with the win, really pleased with the performance. I thought we played really well, high energy level which we needed tonight because we have a really difficult opponent who could hurt us if we gave them any chance. So I thought it was an excellent all-around performance from everybody, and we needed a bit of luck in the penalties obviously, but it's first half, it's early days, need to go there in a really difficult home pitch, and they have a know-how in Europe how to win at home, so we need to be at our absolute best to qualify.
And you, Mr. Limbrick, what's your first reaction?
Yeah, I thought, listen, we're playing against a very good attacking side. We knew their threats. I think we pretty much knew how they were going to play, and I thought they were excellent tonight. I would agree with there. I think that we changed our defensive structure, which helped us in the game. And I think when you look at it, it was 2 penalties. One was a penalty, the first penalty. The second penalty, there's not one person in the stadium on their side of the pitch that thinks that's a penalty, including their players. So it should really be 1-0. However, on the balance of play, it could have been a lot more because they're a good side and they created a lot more than what we did. So, look, we're still in the tie at 2-0. It's going to be a different game. It will be a different game. We are good at home and we can win at home. There's no doubt about that. But the second penalty, I think everybody would agree that's never been a penalty. The player clearly wins the ball. The number 80, top player, but he falls over. Yeah, it's not a penalty, that one, and I think that was a bit lucky, that one. But the first one, definitely a penalty.
Arnar, do you agree with him on the second penalty?
Yeah, it looked kind of soft. Kind of a soft penalty, but yes, it looked really soft. But we have not been getting many penalties this season, so I take this one.
The luck might even itself out.
Yeah, but it was just such a high energy level from us. I think we were running like maniacs for 90 minutes and keep pressing and keep having a go. And I know it's difficult for the British team to play at this time of the year because they only started the season, so we have a little bit of advantage there. So we use it to the full advantage tonight, and we have to do the same again on Tuesday.
If you look at the whole game, are you unhappy with the referee?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to make any more comments about the referee. I'd rather talk about the game. I think I've made my feelings known. I thought the game was fine in terms of the decisions. As I said, the first penalty is a penalty, no doubt about that. We were wrong side. I think it was a good combination playing the wide area, and they got down that side sort of 3 or 4 times in the first half, and we had to change accordingly because of the problems that caused there. But no, listen, all in all, we need to take stock of our performance and go again next week. We are still in the game, I feel, at 2-0, and we'll be putting a plan in place to score at home and try and get back in the game.
So I heard you before the meeting started. You talked about player number 80, Ingason.
Yeah.
How do you rate him?
Yeah, I think he's a top player. He's one of the better players that we've played against or I've seen when we played in Europe. I thought his movement was excellent. He starts up and comes into those half spaces and gets turned, and I think his decision making is very, very good in possession, and constant runs and movement was very good. So yeah, he was hard to deal with tonight, but when you think about it, he didn't score apart from the penalties, so we're happy if we can keep a clean sheet with him over 2 legs. We'll have done very well. So yeah, he's a top player, and obviously it'd probably be, I'm sure, a shame to see him move on, but also in a good way so he can progress his career as well. So yeah, no, they've obviously done good work with him, and he's a top player.
Yeah, Arnar, so you rotated 4 players this game. How important is it to you to have this large squad in all these competitions?
Really important. We are fighting on all fronts in the league and in the cup, and obviously in Europe. So it's really important. We got some good players in, fresh legs. I mean, we rested the top scorer from last season and probably one of the best all-around players in Iceland, in Victor. So it was difficult resting them, but I think it was necessary. And sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you get it right, and I think we got our selection spot on tonight.
Are you looking at Victor playing 90 minutes since Pablo is suspended for the second game?
Yeah, I think it's almost that certain that he will play that game, and he's very good. He's a midfield player. He's in the under 21. Just a shame that it's actually a disgrace that I can't use him in such an important game like tonight. But he's a Viking through and through, so he accepted the decision and he will be ready on Tuesday.
Are you unhappy with Pablo getting a yellow card in the 90th minute?
No, Pablo is Pablo. It was. I didn't see the yellow card. It was maybe a little bit of shock, but he is all in during 90 minutes and probably having a go with the referee and having a go with everybody and fighting with himself as well. So, no, it's just if you take that away from him, you don't have the same Pablo.
You only made one substitution, double substitution in the game. Why didn't you make more?
I thought the energy level was good, and we were this close of something happening again. So I don't want to change for change's sake. And if I spotted someone was tired, then obviously I would have made more changes. But I thought the energy level was really good, and it was not needed.
You made 4 changes before the game. Why did you do that?
Yeah, because I thought we needed just to freshen up a little bit. Tactically, we made those changes as well. I thought the players that missed out were very unfortunate and unlucky. We may have to rotate and change again. It was a high-tempo game tonight. There was plenty of work rate and effort from our players. We always give 100% and give everything. So, yeah, we might need to make some changes again for Tuesday. It is a quick turnaround. Normally in Europe, you have the weeks. The week prep time are a little bit longer. We had 8 days in this case, so yeah, we might need to make some changes again, but it was harsh probably on the players who we rested and changed on. But I would say they came on and made a good impact in the game. I was really pleased with them and showed a great attitude.
Do you know why we are playing on Tuesday again?
I'm not sure. No, not sure.
During the half, you made a change tactically, 3 at the back. How did you think it worked?
Yeah, I think it worked well because we gave away, after we went to that change, we gave away, or there was a penalty that wasn't a penalty and the opposition didn't score. So it did work. It was difficult for us to get up the pitch though a little bit with that shape, but we felt like we had 1 or 2 half chances. We probably had one of the best chances at the start of the game, which totally changes the game, and then a cross in the box where our striker was unfortunate not to connect better on that. So I think we could have definitely scored in this game. However, we've got to admit that the opposition had a lot better and more chances than us, and sometimes we had to defend for our lives, but that's what Europe's about. So
Ingvar came up big just in the 2nd minute and caught all the crosses during the game. Did he show why you put him right back in the team when he was healthy?
Yeah, obviously. Europe, it's such a detailed game, and then you got caught cold in the first minute or something, and could have been a disaster. But Ingvar made a really good save there. And hey, the keeper is there for. I mean, we play with a high line, and we sometimes give away chances, and then we have to have a good keeper to clean things up. But obviously, big kudos to your keeper because he was excellent.
He was good. Yeah, he did well. Yeah,
excellent with the feet and really secure in every action. So I thought both keepers tonight had a really good game.
It was 2-0, half an hour left. Are you disappointed not to have a bigger advantage for the second period?
Yes and no. I mean, if you want to be greedy, then yes. But I thought 2-0. I would definitely take it before the game. I knew they were a really strong side with a big know-how in Europe, so you can't complain too much about that. I was really happy about the performance first and foremost, and we take that away. But obviously, it would be a different game in Wales on Tuesday. But it would have been nice to get the 3rd goal, but 2-0 is really good.
Just finally, was there anything in the Víkingur team that surprised you?
In the what? Sorry.
And the Víkingur team, their team.
Yeah, not to answer that question disrespectfully by any means, but I think they're a very good side, and they showed that tonight in their movement in the forward areas, their attacking threats, the way they work the overloads in the wide areas, and counter attack quickly. They do defend with a high line, and we've done our research on them and looked into that. So. No, they probably didn't surprise us, but they didn't surprise us of how good they were. They're a top side. They're a very good side and one of the better teams that we've played in Europe. So credit to them. We'll take the game to them next week and bring it on. We're looking forward to it.